70-year-old Mike Braatz, or Mr. Mike as he was called by many, likely saved thousands of lives during his 40 years as a drug and alcohol addiction therapist in Wayne County. Wednesday afternoon, his clients and coworkers gathered to make a plea for justice.
Mike Braatz is a major asset to my recovery and where I am today in my life. He was not only a counselor to me, but he was a father. He was my best friend, the only friend I've ever truly had.
The Ohio State Highway Patrol says that on Sunday, about 6:45 p.m., Braatz was at the intersection of State Route 241 and Erie Street in Massillon when they say a man driving a van erratically plowed into Braatz while he was riding his motorcycle.
According to police, Braatz had pulled out right here. He had a green light and he was going to turn left, and that's when the van came from around the corner, went very wide, making a right turn, slammed into him, then took off.
His last words to all of us when he would leave were, "Make good choices."
Those who Braatz taught to do the right thing hope someone who knows who the driver of the green and beige van is and will also do the right thing and call police.
He cared about folks and worked so hard as far as with recovery. He also would hold folks accountable. He deserves that from someone else.
Mike was a loved individual, and he deserves the closure.
Concerning a hit-skip crash that left a 70-year-old veteran dead. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Danita Harris. Lee and Leon are off tonight. The crash happened on Sunday near State Route 241 near Erie Street in Massillon. Troopers say someone driving a minivan hit Michael Braatz on his motorcycle while he was trying to make a turn. Braatz later died. Friends and family are hoping someone will help track down whomever killed their loved one.
5 days have passed since 70-year-old Mike Braatz was killed by a hit-and-run driver here in Massillon. Tonight, as family and friends gather to say their final goodbyes, they're also making an appeal for the driver to come forward.
I think it's time to turn yourself in, face the music. You're going to dance the tune sooner or later.
A message from Bob Braatz to the person who took his younger brother's life, Mike Braatz, described by family and friends as genuine and caring.
Yeah, I don't know when Mike had time for himself because he was busy always helping other people.
Last Sunday, Mike was riding his motorcycle on State Route 241 when troopers say an erratic minivan driver turned from Erie Street and slammed into the motorcycle. Mike died an hour later. The driver kept going and hasn't been found since. A stark contrast to the way Mike lived. He helped countless people as a counselor at Steps in Worcester, a drug treatment facility, and he was an Air Force veteran.
He was a very honorable person, and he was passionate, I think, about his country.
At Mike's office, devastated clients have left personal messages and flowers. Friends know the truth is gnawing at the hit-skip driver.
It's ironic in a way that had Mike survived this accident, he'd probably be the one that wanted to meet with the person who caused it.
The suspect vehicle is a late 80s or early 90s two-tone Chevy or Plymouth minivan, green on top, tan on bottom. 2 people were inside. Troopers say they have possible leads on the suspect, but still need help from the public. Catching the callous driver would bring closure to the veteran's family over Memorial Day weekend.
If this guy that hit and run didn't have a problem, he sure does now.
In Worcester, Bob Jones, News Channel 5.
Some of the things that brought me to work at Steps are the consistent client-centered treatment where the clients with respect, and we're not here to chastise or anything them or anything like that. We're here to help them, and that's what I feel we do here. As an employee, I feel like I have a say here in the treatment of the clients, and that's very important to me. After working in this field for 36 years, I have a choice almost to work anywhere I want to, and I choose to work here because of the work environment and the quality of treatment that we provide our clients. The client is, again, the most important product of Steps.